Hi, guys, welcome to my channel Graphic Origin. Today we learn how to write in on a circular path or a shape. Whether you want to write curved text, create an emblem, or make text for a logo, learning how to type text in a circular shape has a long list of uses in Photoshop. Although it's not immediately obvious, it's relatively easy to do whether you're writing on a circular path or a shape. Although writing on a path or shape is pretty straightforward, there are pros and cons to each that you will learn throughout this tutorial. Later on, I'll also explain how you can use this new skill to create a custom emblem with circle text for logos, banners, or whatever else you see fit. There are two methods for typing text in a circle, the first with a shape layer, and the second with a path. In a nutshell, a shape layer will leave a colored circle on your canvas, while a path will be completely invisible. The one you choose will depend on the type of result you want for the text. Before getting into these two methods, create a new document, preferably the same height and width. I set my document to 1000 by 1000 pixels. This isn't totally necessary, but helps to keep things proportional. Next, you'll add two guides to the canvas to help you see the center of it better. To do this, go up to View New Guide. In the flyout menu, enter 50% and check Vertical. Then, click OK to confirm the changes. The first guide will be placed in the middle of the canvas. After that, go to the View menu again and click New Guide. Then, type 50% again and check Horizontal instead. Click OK again to confirm the changes. The second guide will be added. Notice that the two guides meet each other at a point, the center of that canvas. That point will coincide with the circle origin. That will make it easier for you to align your text and other elements around the center of the circle later without relying too much on the Move tool. To begin, go to the toolbar and grab the Ellipse tool found within the Shape tools. Now go to the upper settings bar, set the fill to transparent, represented by the white box with a red strike through, and the stroke to black. This will give you an outlined circle with a transparent center. I would suggest choosing a stroke value between 2 and 4 for now, but you can change these values later if you like. For my circle, I set the stroke thickness to 3 pixels. With your settings in order, place the cursor where the two guides meet. Then drag with the mouse while holding Shift to draw a perfect circle. When you feel the size is okay, you can let go of the mouse. Alternatively, double-click in the center of the canvas and enter values for the circle's height and width in the panel that will pop up. Be sure to enter the same value for both dimensions and check the From Center checkbox. Click OK when you're done. Since my canvas is 1000 x 100 pixels, I set 400 pixels to both height and width. This way, I will have plenty of room for adding text and other elements to my circle later. With this starting point, you will have a visible outline that your text will follow along. This method allows you to see the ellipse in which your text is typed, even if the shape is not selected. This method can come in handy when aligning circular text with other objects or when you want to make an emblem. Luckily, when you finish your project, you can still decide whether to keep the shape or delete it. Method 2. Drawing a circle path. This method is convenient when you only need the circular text and nothing else around it. This method gives the appearance of text that's curved by itself, without following a visible shape layer. Similar to before, start by grabbing the Ellipse tool in your toolbar. Then, go to the upper settings menu and change the kind to path. Now, place the cursor where the two guides meet, then drag with the mouse, while holding Shift, to draw a perfect circle. This time you will create the shape of a circle, without any colors. With the ellipse drawn, it's time to type along the circular path. To do that, go to the toolbar and choose Horizontal Type Tool, T. Then, go to the Options bar and click on the Center Text Alignment option. Next, hover over the circle. When you see a dotted, wavy line crossing the cursor, you can start typing. This indicates that your text will follow the shape of the path. Whether you created an ellipse path or a shape layer, this process is exactly the same. Now type freely along the circle path and watch how the text takes shape. Once everything is aligned, you can remove the guides to have a better view of the text in the circle. To remove the guides, press Ctrl+, Windows, or Command+, Mac. How to edit text on a circular path. After you have typed in a circle, you might want to change some of its attributes, such as its spacing, colors, tracking, and so on. You can edit most of your text's attributes in the Character panel, which can be accessed by going to Window Character. For my text, I chose a sans serif font, because it's easily readable. You can change the font type in its drop-down menu. Then, go up to the Options bar and click one of the text alignment options available. Positioning circular text. Rather than aligning to the right, center, or left, this method will give you a lot more control over how your text is positioned on the path. First, make sure the text layer is selected. If not, click on it to select it. Next, make sure your text is aligned to centered in the upper setting bar, mentioned in the previous section. We're going to centralize the text to change its position later. Now grab the Path Selection tool in the toolbar, A. Then hover over the text until you see an icon that looks like two arrows pointing in different directions. Click the icon and drag it anywhere you want to adjust the position of your text. I dragged my text slightly to the left in this case, for the sake of example. As you can see, the top text is outside the circle, while the bottom text is inside of the path. As I'd rather have both texts outside the circle and aligned together. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned from it, hit like button and subscribe to Graphic Origin. Bye bye, we will meet again soon with a new tutorial. If you want any tutorial, please leave it in a comment.